The house of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam stands as an enduring testament to simplicity, spirituality, and the deep connection between a servant and his creator. Far from the opulent palaces or lavish lifestyles of kings, his home was modest yet spiritually profound, offering a glimpse into the life of a man whose mission changed the course of history. It wasn't the grandeur of his dwelling that drew people to him, but the light of his character, teachings, and unwavering faith in Allah. The physical structure. Modesty, Embodied. Located near the Prophet's mosque in Medina, the home of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a humble construction made from sun-dried mud bricks. Its roof, supported by palm tree trunks, was covered with leaves and thatch, providing just enough shelter from the elements. The rooms were small, barely enough space to sleep, pray, and carry out daily activities. Each wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had her own simple room connected to the mosque. Aisha, radiyallahu anha, narrated how their room was so compact that during his night prayers, she would have to pull in her legs to give him space to prostrate. This simplicity was not due to necessity, but by choice, reflecting the Prophet's detachment from worldly pleasures. Minimal belongings, maximum faith. The belongings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam were few but functional. His household items included a straw mat for sleeping, a leather pillow stuffed with palm fibers, a few clay pots for storing water and food, and a lantern. When asked why he chose such a simple lifestyle, despite having access to wealth, he would reply, "What have I to do with this world? My example is that of a traveler who rests under the shade of a tree and then moves on." Even when gifts of gold and silver were brought to him, he would distribute them to the poor and needy, often leaving himself and his family with little more than dates and water. His simplicity wasn't a denial of worldly blessings, but a reminder of the fleeting nature of this life and the eternal importance of the hereafter. A home of love, respect, and shared responsibilities. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam shared a deep and loving relationship with his wives. Despite his role as the leader of the Muslim Ummah, he actively participated in household chores, mended his clothes, patched his shoes, and milked goats. His humility set an example for all men, demonstrating that acts of service within the home are a sign of strength, not weakness. The home was also a place where respect and mutual consultation flourished. He listened to his wives, valued their opinions, and showed immense kindness and patience. Aisha, radiyallahu anha, often recounted how he treated her with tenderness and humor, saying, "He was always in the service of his family." A sanctuary of worship and reflection. The Prophet's sallallahu alaihi wasallam house was not just a residence, but a sanctuary where the Quran was revealed, recited, and memorized. Nights in the house were filled with prayers, tears of gratitude, and supplications. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would spend hours standing in tahajjud, night prayer, seeking Allah's forgiveness for his ummah, and expressing his profound connection to the Creator. One night, Aisha, radiyallahu anha, asked why he exerted himself so much in prayer when his past and future sins had already been forgiven. He replied, "Should I not be a grateful servant?" His home was a reminder that material comfort pales in comparison to the peace and fulfillment that come from devotion to Allah, a place of wisdom and guidance. The Prophet's sallallahu alaihi wasallam home was also a center of learning and guidance. Companions often came seeking his advice, asking questions about faith, and learning directly from his character and conduct. These humble rooms became the epicenter of a transformative movement, where revelations were received and shared, shaping the spiritual and social fabric of the Muslim Ummah. Lessons from his life at home. The simplicity of the Prophet's sallallahu alaihi wasallam house carries profound lessons for us today. In an age of materialism and excess, his life reminds us that true wealth lies in faith, contentment, and service to others. He taught us that the value of a home isn't in its size or furnishings, but in the love, respect, and spirituality that fill it. His choice to live humbly, despite having access to wealth, reflects his ultimate trust in Allah and his focus on the eternal. For the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the home was a place where faith was nurtured, relationships were strengthened, and gratitude for life's blessings was a daily practice. A legacy beyond walls. The house of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was humble in appearance, but extraordinary in purpose. It was where a global message of faith, compassion, and justice was nurtured. Its simplicity serves as a timeless reminder that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not just a messenger of Allah, but also a role model for humanity in every aspect of life. Even today, as we read about his life, his home inspires us to seek simplicity, prioritize spirituality, and build relationships rooted in love and respect. It reminds us that greatness isn't found in possessions, but in character, faith, and the impact we leave on the world. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Your support helps spread the message of Islam, and for that, you'll be rewarded, inshallah. Thank you for being a part of this journey.